How did Plessy v. Ferguson reinforce white supremacy? Have you ever wondered how a single court case could change the course of history? Plessy v. Ferguson is one such case that had lasting effects on race relations in the United States. This landmark Supreme Court decision, made in 1896, played a major role in reinforcing white supremacy, especially during the Reconstruction era that followed the American Civil War. After the Civil War ended, the nation faced the challenge of rebuilding and redefining its social and legal structures. The 13th Amendment abolished slavery, but the Reconstruction era saw a rise in racial tensions. Southern states began to implement Jim Crow laws, which enforced racial segregation and aimed to maintain white dominance. The case began with Homer Plessy, a man who was 1/8 black. He took a stand against Louisiana's segregation laws by deliberately boarding a white-only rail car. His act of defiance led to his arrest and ultimately brought his case to the Supreme Court. On May 18, 1896, the Supreme Court ruled in favor of Louisiana. The court upheld the separate but equal doctrine, which allowed for racial segregation as long as the facilities for both races were deemed equal in quality. However, in reality, facilities for African Americans were often for inferior. This decision had a profound impact on society. By legally validating segregation, Plessy v. Ferguson reinforced white supremacy. It provided Southern states with the legal backing they needed to enforce Jim Crow laws, which further entrenched racial disparities and discrimination. The ruling legitimized the segregation of public facilities, schools, and transportation. This effectively re-established white dominance in public life, leading to a period of heightened racial segregation that persisted for decades. The legacy of Plessy v. Ferguson is marked by its role in perpetuating racial inequality. It was not until the landmark case of Brown v. Board of Education in 1954 that the separate but equal doctrine was overturned, marking a significant step toward racial equality. In the context of the American Civil War, Plessy v. Ferguson represents a setback in the struggle for racial equality that began with the abolition of slavery. It highlights the ongoing battle against racial discrimination and the long path toward achieving true equality in the United States.